What is going on, guys, and welcome back to this video here on the channel. So today we are here to review Lego Ninjago set 71756, the Hydro Bounty. Now this was a video that was supposed to be coming out on August 1st, but a little delayed because I had to wait a little bit to get paid and so I can get the set. But it is finally here. And I said in the video when I was initially looking at all the sets, if that video got a certain amount of likes, I'd get the set, do a review, and we'd test some stuff to see if this floats or anything. They normally say boat does not float, but it actually doesn't say it on this box, so it's not a dead giveaway like some sets would be. Now this is a submarine, so it's supposed to sink, but also float. So, I'm excited to see what we do with this experiment. Now, I wasn't going to do a speed build, but I was really tired when building it, so I kind of built it here and there, and I ended up going to see the Suicide Squad midway through building it, but that is alright, because we don't really need to see me build it. Now, without further ado, let's get into the minifigures, and then, actually, let's get into the box. And then the minifigures, and then we'll get into the set. Here we go. Alright, so the first figure we have up here is Scuba Kai. Now, this is an interesting figure, as in his uniform never actually came into the show for this specific design. As we know, Kai didn't go underwater, so he didn't get a scuba suit. So it's really weird that he ended up getting one, but I guess I didn't want to exclude Kai and the others from the sets. Now here is Kai's little weapon. He just gets this little blaster, nothing too special. Now Kai's actual scuba suit itself is actually pretty nice in design. I really like the front torso printing, and I like these kind of weird masks. Now these aren't kind of one piece like you would think they are. They actually kind of come apart into multiple pieces with this dual mold here, which is a really nice kind of mask piece for the ninja. I like the little glasses piece, but I don't like how it's cut off by the little bandana at the back. Now, to get this little scuba gear, it's actually one, like, big piece that's just connected through their legs, kind of like the Tom and Jerry tail from the minifigure series. It's just kind of like that, and you can have a little sword go through the back there, so it's pretty cool. And then here's his, of course, torso and leg printing without anything on. Pretty cool back printing, but nothing too special. And, of course, we get the same kind of legacy head that we've gotten since, I believe, season 8. Yeah, no, since the movie. So, nothing too special about the face printing. I wish we'd get something new, but I guess they'd rather give us new minifigures than new face printings. And Kai does come with his island hairpiece, which is weird because he doesn't wear his island hairpiece in the season. But it's always cool to get another one of these hairpieces. I have a feeling that we might be getting a lot more of these than the regular hairpieces in future sets. Next up, we have Scuba Cole, which is also really weird because Cole does also not get a scuba suit in the season, as he stays above ground with Master Wu and Kai. He does come with this, again, little blaster with a different thing on the top. I don't know why these are all different for each ninja, but it is what it is. I really do like his suit, and I like the color scheme of the orange and black. I think that works really well, and again, same mask mold piece, but it blends in more this time than it does on Kai's, and the same headpiece we've had since the new Ninjago movie, which again I really wish we would get something new. Now Cole doesn't come with a hairpiece, which is weird. That some ninja do and some ninja don't, so he actually just kind of, like, if you were to take off the scuba suit, this is how he would look, kind of a little weird, a little whack. Yeah, let's get to the next. Oh yeah, here's his torso printing, which is actually really nice without the scuba gear on. And then the same kind of back as Kai's, just like, the gear on the back. Cool to see what he would have worn if he went under the ocean, but a non-canon figure, so nothing too crazy or like, man, I gotta get this, as, it isn't canon, but it's still cool to get the suit. Next up, we have one of the guards of Merlopia, I believe it's called, and he's carrying one of the amulets. I think this is the water amulet. I think that's what it's called. Pretty nice design. I actually really like it. It's a lot better than the one that we got in the island sets. I think the blue really works, although I'm not a fan of the sparkles in it. Now, for the actual figure himself, I don't think this is the best figure we got. A pretty cool little mini weapon there. I like getting the legacy piece right here in black. I think that's really cool. And then just a normal Sai. For the actual figure, I hate that his skin isn't like transparent like it is in the actual series. That's kind of one thing that does kind of bug me a little bit, but I can understand why they did it. It still looks pretty cool. I like the black and the blue, and this is a nice face print, but it is a remodel from the season 11 sort of Vermilion Snake villains. And for actual torso printing, he doesn't have too bad. Sorry if you can hear my fan, by the way, it's really hot in my room. He doesn't have too bad torso printing and pretty cool back printing, but I wouldn't say anything special of a figure, and he just kind of goes on like that, and that's how he looks with the back. Kind of weird seeing the armor backwards, but yeah, definitely not my favorite figure. And he does come with these little flippers, and the Ninja, by the way, they do come with black flippers, but I just have them on the stand. So yeah, not a bad figure, but definitely not the best we've gotten in this set. Next up, we have Scuba Lloyd. Now, this is a really cool suit. I really do like it. It is a very interesting design, and I think this is one of the better scuba suits that we've seen so far of the Ninja in this set. And of course, he has the same kind of mold for the face mask, and of course the little scuba gear on him. And also we can see his full torso and back printing. Again, same kind of back printing with just some cool armor, but this actually looks like it could be front printing on like maybe like the Green Goblin or something. And the same face mold, face print we've seen since season 11. And Lloyd, this time, this minifigure actually does come with his island hairpiece right there. But I find it really weird that some Ninja get their hairpiece and some Ninja don't. Weird choices for the hairpieces, and why they get them and why the Ninja don't, I don't know. I would have liked to have gotten some other Ninjas. I'll bring up who once we eventually get there. But yeah, not the worst figure in this set, but not the best scuba suit either. Next up, we have Scuba Zane, which I remember there's so much controversy about why Zane needed a scuba suit, and then it was explained in the show that he wants to look drippy. So yeah, that definitely explains. Wait for the season to come up before complaining about the designs, because they make sense in the season. Of course, same mask print as the other Ninja, and the same face mold we've gotten since the Ninjago movie. Again, nothing too crazy with the face prints here, but I do like his scuba suit. It is really nice. I love the blue, the like light icy blue they've been putting on Zane for a little while now. I believe I first seen it in season 8, but it could have come before. I might be wrong on the exact timeline. And a very robotic outfit for Zane, as to be expected. And Zane did not come with a hairpiece, so if you take off the scuba suit, he gonna look a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie. But still a pretty cool figure. I really enjoy it, and it's cool. It looks like his heart right there from season 3, but I don't believe that's what it is, obviously, as that would be pretty bad to have his heart exposed. Next up, we got the Menace himself. We got Prince Kalmar, and oh my god, let's start with his staff. He's got a pretty cool weapon here. I respect the drip. This is what he used to absolutely just murder his dad as soon as he was introduced. So yeah, this is something I'll probably want to display in my room, because this is just the weapon of an absolute menace to society. And now let's look at the actual figure himself. First off, I think his head print, his face, is a little goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this guy does not look menacing at all. But again, on like side angles, it does look really good. I wish these were transparent or like a little different kind of color, because I don't remember it looking this I don't know. I think the blue could have been done a little differently around his face, but other than that, it's pretty good. He still looks like I said in my reactions, this man looks like he's got a mustache there. He looks a little goofy, but don't screw with him. I absolutely love his kind of like leg mold here. I think that's really cool. It's just like a big brick, and I would not mess with this guy. I love his torso printing. From what I remember, this figure is very accurate to the actual season itself, and this is definitely one of my favorite villains. Not my favorite figure from the set, but definitely one of the best. I've got some little minor issues, but other than that, this is an absolutely great figure. And man, this guy is just like an absolute menace. I truly hope we get to see him return in future seasons, just like Pythor, which I hope we see Pythor soon, because it's been a while. Next up, we got one of the GOATs himself. We got Jay, my favorite or second favorite ninja. I'm really having trouble deciding recently. But here we got Jay Walker, Lightning Master, looking absolutely dripped out and sick. Now, of course, again, just the normal face mold. But I feel like this really blends in with the blue of his mask, unlike other figures. And again, the scuba gear, it's just a one piece. You take it right off from the legs and boom. Oh, it's a little stuck there. Get off. There we go. And the same face print that we've gotten since the movie, but his outfit is absolutely drippy. Like, this is something I would cosplay if we had, like, actual, like, good Ninjago cosplays. Like, I'm not trying to go as, like, a big blocky Lego figure. If there were actually good cosplays, I'd totally wear this out. And he does come with his hairpiece. Again, looking drippy with the island hairpiece. Although, again, I still don't understand why we're getting the island hairpiece, as they never actually wore these in the season. I guess maybe they had some extra at the factory, and they were like, yo, just throw these into the set. Let's get rid of them. But definitely my second favorite figure of this set. It's absolutely great design, and Jay is just one of the best characters in Ninjago. You can't change my mind. He's definitely the best of the male ninja. Next up, I saved the drippiest and the GOAT for last. We got the queen herself. We got Nia up in here. My favorite figure from this set, and possibly, definitely my favorite ninja as of recently, with her drippy mask that absolutely blends in perfectly with these little goggles here. And of course, the one-piece scuba suit, which these are getting tedious to take off. I should just keep these off before I even brought out the figure. And her suit is absolutely gorgeous. You can see, like, there, oh, look at that, look at that, look at those little dots there. That is so cool. Absolutely love the suit. This suit is drippy as hell, and it's just fantastic. And I knew from the moment I saw this in the show, I'm like, oh, I gotta get her suit. And this is actually exclusive to this set, which is cool. Now, one thing you'll notice is she doesn't come with her hairpiece, which really bugs me. I don't understand why she wouldn't get her own hairpiece. So she about to look a little goofy if you end up losing her scuba gear or want to keep the scuba gear off. But if you do have Nia's hairpiece from another season, sorry, it went in my fan right there, you can obviously just, you know, take it off and put her on there, and then she looks drippy. I just use her island figure, which, no comparison there, both drippy as hell, but I definitely love her island suit. And those are all the minifigures for this set. Now, if I had to rank the figures, we're gonna go Nia number 1. We're just gonna do top 3. Nia gets the first spot. Jay definitely gets the second. I'm gonna give the third to Kalmar. So we got a bunch of GOATs up here. Then I'd probably put Kai in 4th. Yeah, let's go with Lloyd. Lloyd in 2nd. Zane 3rd. Cole 5th. And this dude last, because he's the least drippiest. Now that we've seen all the figures, let's get on to the set. So first off, we're going to start with Kalmar's little vehicle here, and it comes with this really cool exclusive, I believe, Stingray. The printing on it is, and this thing, it just looks like a menace. And he kind of has this hooked up here with 2 little pieces. You just kind of attach it right there. If I can figure out how to do it. Yeah, yep, there we go. In there, and this is kind of what he uses to drive underwater, if that's how you want to say it. And you can easily just put Kalmar here. You can see there's 4 little studs right there. You just place him in there, and then Kalmar is on the drip mobile on his way to get the storm water and storm amulet, and you can just have him kind of hold the reins right there if they reach that far. They do, but just barely reach far enough for Kalmar to be able to hold them. It's a fairly simple and easy build. Got some nice stickers on the side there. That one's kind of fallen off, and Kalmar's fallen off right there. But all in all, pretty fairly simple build. I definitely think the best part about this is the Stingray piece, because that is just so cool. And you can use it for so many custom things. You don't necessarily have to use it for the set, but the red eyes, man, those are the eyes of someone who just doesn't care, just like Kalmar. And this is a pretty sick build. Right, so next up we got these two little pod things. We got one for Cole and one for Lloyd. Now these both do the same thing. They got this little spinner at the back that used to come with the classic spinner sets, and that's obviously like if you're underwater, it'll spin. But other than that, not much you can do with these. There's no like shooting function or anything. There's just some nice little side printings, and I don't believe they actually use these in the no, they use them for like one episode. They weren't really too big in there, but of course you grab your minifigure. We got Lloyd here for Lloyd. You just sit him down on these studs in there, or more so he kind of like lays down, more accurate. Oh, and it just broke off. Okay, struggle to get him in there, but yeah, you put him on there like that, and then you just kind of close it, and Lloyd's just kind of in there. This is more used for play or kind of display. You could have it up a little bit or to the side, but yeah, not much you can do with this even in terms of play besides just kind of move it around and maybe flick that, which it does spin just by a little piece right there, and you just kind of clip it on. Kind of hard to clip on, to be honest. There you go, and then you just do it. And then same with Cole, you just grab Cole. Of course his is in black, Lloyd's is in all green. There is definitely pieces missing from Lloyd's, which that's one thing that I noticed with this set. At least for me, I had a lot of pieces missing here and there that I kind of had to go search for, or I had to substitute pieces, which you'll actually see in the mech bounty itself. But other than that, these things look pretty cool, and nothing too special about them. They do the same thing, just a way to keep, you know, the loose minifigures in storage, I guess. Right, now onto the bounty itself. This is going to be a big one, a really, really big one. I need to clear some room, actually. Alright, so here we go. Here is the Hydro bounty itself, and this thing is quite literally a beast. Like, you can see it compared to the box right here. It is huge. Quite literally huge. Now, we're just going to go over the small little side details before we take it, you know, really big. So first off here, we got, really bad with the camera. We got these cool little side designs with these little lanterns, and of course the legacy little piece here. Pretty nice design. It's an all white design like it is in the show. This set is fairly accurate to the show, except being so much smaller, like actual room wise inside, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute here. If we move over to over here, it does have a stud shooter, which I accidentally fired off the other one earlier. So yeah, again, it just shoots out like that. We all know how stud shooters work. Pretty great. We do got some stickers right here, which are in the Ninjago language, which I don't know how to speak. As a fan, I should probably learn how to speak it. But if someone does, be sure to let me know what those say down in the comment section below. And then moving along to the front here, we got this cool little like armor design where it's got a face, and I was really confused when building this. And we got one of these little woo guys kind of piloting it at the front here. Really weird kind of figure, but yeah, I guess they were like, hey, we should throw woo in the set somehow. Let's throw these weird figure guys in. So that's what they did. And this guy, I didn't put them as minifigures because I don't count these as minifigures, even though the set does. They just kind of threw them in here. They weren't in the show, so these are really weird that they were included in the set. As you saw, this part can actually detach right here from this little area, and it becomes a mech. So I don't know how this becomes a mech. I see it on the box, so bear with me here. I think it's something like this, bro. I don't even know. Okay, I figured it out. We're good. So, oh snap, hold up. Alright, there we go. I figured out how it works. It becomes like this weird mech thing, which again didn't happen in the show. I don't know like what's going on here with this set, but there's a lot of weird things that just weren't part of the show, like Scuba Kai, Scuba Cole, this absolute beast of a mech. I would have loved to see this in the show. This would have been so cool, but it didn't happen. This thing has trouble standing. I'm going to be honest. I'm realizing I screwed up. I probably should have played with this set, like, just to figure out its features before I did this review. But we're kind of going as we go here. So yeah, it kind of stands like this. As you see, it has that weird face, and it is piloted just up here by the Woo thing that also wasn't in the show with the Woo body. I really wish they would have just thrown Sensei Woo in here. Like, what's so bad about one more figure? He's got these kind of arms where you can like side. It's a really bad mech. Like, it's not like a good mech by any means, but it'll do. You can see it's kind of falling apart as you play with it, because yeah, it's definitely not a mech. But ideally you would be able to hit it like this, but using this side you can only kind of like do so much, as it kind of like blocks off there. So definitely not the best mech build, but you can definitely just strike down on that, and then when you're done you just kind of fold it back up. And then when you're done, I believe you just kind of, yeah, there's like two little clips, as you can see with the red right there. You kind of got to fiddle with it and break it a little bit. This set is something you got to kind of be rough with in a way, at least I found, to actually get things to clip in. Eventually, you should be able to clip it in there. Now, this isn't a set I see fit for play, so if you're getting it to play around with that, I don't recommend it, as it's kind of sensitive too. Like, it'll fall apart pretty easily. And if we move to the back side here, we actually have this really cool like contraption type piece. You can see with the wings here that kind of go up and down, and that is thanks to this little piece in the back there that you pull out, and then as you can see you pull it and it pulls these up. Now I'm not doing it right because I'm holding the camera with one hand, but yeah, they kind of come up, and I guess that's used to like go into turbo speed or whatever, and that's just used by, like, you can see right there, there's like a little string right there, and that's kind of what pulls it forward, so these can like go up or down or up or down or up or down from that little piece over there. Little sail piece up here, and it's actually plastic this time, but my worry is that this could, depending on how hot it gets, this could probably melt. Like, I don't see this staying too well, but it is a nice transparent piece, which finally something in the set is transparent. And then if we go along the design here, we got these little holes that you can see to look into, and a nice little, I love the transparent pieces in this set. Now this thing right here can actually go down, and you can actually look inside the bounty itself. Nothing too special in there, but you would presumably have a character sitting right here kind of looking out the window. From up here we can open this up again, and you know, minifigures can come in and out, but the best way definitely to put them in there is you can actually take this piece off. It's all just one like little piece there, held in by just these couple studs, and you got room for about 4 minifigures in there, which I'm gonna be honest with you, they're very crammed in there, but as you can see, it can fit Nia, Kai, Zane, and Jay. And again, Jay just kind of sitting there at that window, vibing, seeing what's going up, and then we just put that in there, and there we go. That's pretty cool. And they do just kind of barely fit with that cutout right there. And you just kind of, again, you just place it very lightly on there because you don't want it to break. And it does fit. And again, you can look through the windows. You can't see anyone through that window. But if you go to the front, you can maybe see Nia. If you're lucky, you can barely see her in the corner there. So it's definitely hard to see the figures unless you're at this top angle. But you can lift this up and grab a minifigure if you so choose to. And it's got this little pipe here. Just, again, a really cool design to the set. Pull it back there, and then you just kind of close it up, and that's that. Now, moving towards the actual inside here, this does open up, but it kind of locks with the front piece there, so you do have to kind of take that off to be able to open this up and see what's inside. And it's just a very kind of plain inside. It's got two boxes in here with nothing actually in the boxes. It just has two boxes that just kind of exist and chill. Now what you would actually do in here is you would grab your little speeder thing and you would actually put it inside here as like a kind of storage unit. Now you want to go to, like, if I can grab a hold of it, these little side areas and kind of wedge it in there and then slide it back. And it actually can be placed still in there from those little pieces. I believe that's what you're supposed to do. And then, of course, you can grab pulls and slide him in there. And, yeah, they just kind of sit in there. You can leave them loose. That's what I recommend doing, just so you don't have a hassle with getting it out. You leave them loose, and you kind of take them out the same way. They can be tricky to get out, but once you kind of figure out the pattern, you can get them in and out pretty easily. And then you just close this up, and it just lightly closes. Pretty simple. Nothing else too special about it. Now what I prefer to do, or else you just have kind of random boxes everywhere, is I'll take out Lloyd, as you saw earlier, and there is a little bit of space in there, which I guess you can maybe use to put like a minifigure or something in there, but I just kind of throw those boxes to the back. They just kind of stay there, and then I put, you know, Lloyd in there, or I at least attempt to, at the very least. The set did come with this build, which I have no idea what to do with it. It didn't tell me anything in the instruction booklet after I built this, of like where to put it, so I'm really confused on what this is for. Like, it's not even on the back of the box or anything. My best guess is you maybe like put it there, and you can just kind of have that hold it open, but I mean, you don't really need to do that. It kind of stays wherever you put it, really. Now it's not closing. The difficulties I have with this set sometimes are great because of the boxes. I don't know how I got them to fit earlier, but they fit now, and also that's pretty cool right there. But other than that, there's not much else to the set. This is very much a display model. Then again, once you're done, put that in, and you can't open this up without using intense force, and it sometimes will get caught in the little edges there. You just kind of push it forward. But other than that, you can put your Master Wu figure there and in there, or you can even put like an actual figure in there if you wanted to, and then yeah, that's pretty much the set. Okay. So upon further inspection of me having absolutely no time ever, there will be a part 2 to this video. This will be the part 1 review, and part 2 will just be doing a bunch of dumb shit with the submarine. So if you guys want to see me do some dumb stuff with this submarine over there, you can zoom in on this mode, but if you want to see me do some dumb stuff with the submarine, come watch part 2. It'll be out eventually, but as you can see here, I'm moving out, so you can see the tower of boxes and stuff everywhere, yeah. So if you guys did enjoy this video though, please remember to leave a big thumbs up and let me know, of course, what you guys have thought of the set down below, and leave more suggestions, a bunch of suggestions for stupid things for me to do with the submarine. let's go all out with that video. Since I am making it a two-parter, we need some more stuff than just does it float or does it sink. I want to see what you guys can come up with down below. Drop it off a building, burn it at the stake. I don't know. You guys come up with some crazy things. I'll pick some of the best and I'll do them. Anyways, as usual, I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you all so very much for watching. Peace out.